Welcome to Semiconductor Geopolitics, Taiwan's View. There are 12 episodes altogether in this series. In the first 6 episodes, we focus on the interaction between Taiwan and Japan in the semiconductor industry. This is the first episode, where we try to answer one question only. Why is Japan so eager to restore its past glory in the semiconductor industry? And glory, how do we define glory? We delve into the Japanese tech scene and scour for first-hand evidence to answer this question. In the 1980s, it was the era of Japan #1. Japan was the global leader in many fields, especially in semiconductor industry. Now, she's fighting to reclaim her last century glory. In early 2023, the Semiconductor Industry Association, SIA, released the 2022 Fact Book regarding this industry, which reviewed the global semiconductor industry's market share changed over the past 4 decades. Japan's market share had a significant decline, starting from its peak at 50.3% in 1988. As you can see, after 2015, it remained stagnant, fluctuating around 10%, and never recovering its previous heights. Semiconductor industry in Japan had become a sunset industry.
日本が以前はですね、世界ナンバーワンの半導体の基幹製品としてですね、売り出して世界の多分半分以上 60% ぐらいは日本が作っていたわけですけども、今ずっと衰退して今 10% ぐらいしかないと言われています。
Representative Amari is a heavyweight in Japan's Liberal Democratic Party. The Japanese media considers him to be among the 40 most important figures leading the Japanese semiconductor renaissance. He is at the helm of Japan Semiconductor Strategy Promotion Parliamentarians Association and worked with former Prime Minister Abe and Aso, whom were referred to as the 3A together with Amari.
アメリカや全世界にとってですね、21世紀の最大のチョークポイントとなる半導体をですね、アメリカ、日本、韓国、台湾、こういう連携を作ることによってアメリカの東アジアにおけるプレゼンスを確保するということはですね、地政学的にも重要な要素で、地政学的なアメリカのプレゼンスを確保する。
In order to revive Japan's semiconductor industry, Japan's Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry has formulated a detailed plan, which was written by Hisashi Kanazashi and his colleagues.
COVID-19, Russian invasion into the Ukraine. During that time, actually we explained the very clear shortage of the many different variety of things related to the public people, Japanese, whole industries. Because of the disruption of the supply chain in semi areas, not only we, Japanese government people, but also rather public people felt the necessity to secure the supply capability of the critical devices represented by the semi in order to secure the daily life or the activities of the different kinds of industries.
I think it is for Japan to have the own secure supply chain to make sure that we would have sufficient diversion of the supply chain, so that in case of the supply chain disruptions, we need to have our own capabilities. And also, the semiconductor is the growing industry. Demand for semiconductor will be increased because of the artificial intelligence or the automated driving cars or many other things. I mean, these digital solutions requires a lot of high-end chips. So
even how about in defense industry?
defense industry, of course, the defense industry is the sort of a top industry for the unmanned, the automated vehicles, automated drones. These machines require high-end chips, and also it consumes a lot of chips.
These chips, these wafers, are batteries, broadband, it's all infrastructure. This is infrastructure.
From officials, congressmen to scholars, it seems they all care a lot about U.S. attitude. Whether it's true or not, what happened domestically in Japan were also the reasons why Japan emphasized so much on semiconductor industry.
政府方面的第一个目的是配合美国，因为美国很担心半导体，尤其是那个逻辑半导体的生产。高度集中在台湾，万一发生事情的话，世界的供应链乱很多，所以希望把生产的多一点分散。日本政府呼应美国这样的要求。
From officials, congresspeople to scholars, we see how American influence lurks in the background from their responses. In addition to that, what happened domestically in Japan were also the reason why Japan put so much emphasis on semiconductor industry.
我认为源头应该是起自于这个疫情的期间。那2020年那个时候一开始的时候，为了这个紧急因应疫情对日本社会所带来的影响，所以那个时候就有颁布，大概是2020年的4月还是5月的时候，就马上颁布了一个强化供应链因应政策。那个时候日本所面对的一个状况就是这些医疗物资非常的缺乏，而且日本国内也并没有这个立即生产的这样子的一个能力，所以他们意识到说这个疫情可能会对日本的人民的生活跟安全带来危害，那这是一个非常紧急的一个状况。所以那个时候第一批所颁布的紧急强化供应链的这个范围，90%以上都是这个口罩的生产，或者是一些医疗设备、医疗机器这些医材的这个生产线。这个强化供应链的这个策略呢，就慢慢的衍生到其他的产业去，所以他们开始在思考说，这样子的一个疫情，那除了是影响到这个医疗物资的需求还有供给之外呢，对于其他产业可能也会产生影响。那随之而来的就是日本的汽车产业面临到车用半导体不足所带来的问题。那这样子的一个问题也让他们的数一数二的这个丰田汽车啊、本田汽车啊等等，都面临到停工的这样子的威胁。所以基于这样子的一个背景，所以他们开始认识到说，生产线的稳定跟安全性，对维系日本的经济社会来讲是非常重要的一件事情。
对于日本来讲，今天如果不做这件事情，日本将继续沉没。沉没下去之后，日本可能在整个国际舞台就不见了。而日本它本身在过去支撑日本经济大概有3辆马车。一辆马车呢，当然就是汽车产业，另外一个零部件产业，还有就是旅游产业。那然后呢，零部件产业整个就到了东南亚，汽车产业现在又被比亚迪电动车开始追。对于日本来讲，因为日本它本来就是要靠输出，对出口这件事对它是最重要的。当没有这些东西的时候，而且再加上我们在讲说新冠疫情的时候，他发现车载半导体居然没有在日本那边生产，必须要去依赖台湾。那他们就发现，哎呀，这糟糕了，怎么办？当然，必须要在日本振兴这整个半导体产业。
So, Japan does have the need to revive its semiconductor industry, but why now?
半導体は、究極のものづくりで、日本の力の源泉というのはものづくりですから、もう一度ですね、半導体で主導権を取り戻すチャンスが今だと思ったんですね。でなぜかというと半導体は何年かに一遍そのムーアを超えるようなモーザンムーアの技術革新があります。で今はまさにですね従来の延長線上の技術、これは微細加工の技術ですけど、それに加えて積層化であるとか、あるいはGAA というですね、ゲートで、四方をくるんで、半導体の信頼性を上げていく技術とかですね、 従来にない技術がデビューをしていっている時ですから、ここはこのチャンスを逃すと日本が参戦するチャンスがないと思って、私と私のチームが仕掛けたということです。それに政府がこうしてくれたということ。
This is the last chance for having this sort of a challenge of setting up a new company and to try to come back to the top of the semiconductor industry. Mr. Higashi, who is the chairman of the Rapidus, and Mr. Koike, who is the CEO of the Rapidus, both are, the old semiconductor warriors in 1980s. So they were the ones who were in the center. And before they retire, we need to have the knowledge and the skills and knowledge and know-hows to be transferred to the younger generation in order to be competitive in the semiconductor industry.
现在是好的机会，也可能是最后的机会。加上一些业界的人，以及学者也很希望半导体产业的重建。听说Rapidus 的社长，Koike小池社长，他以前在Hitachi 工作，那个时候由于不合理的理由，经历过作者计划失败了，因此他一直找东山再起的机会。
最主要的一个背景是全球化的发展。其实，在90年代初期，日本已经选择了半导体的专业分工，然后作为日本去影响半导体产业发展的一个方式。它掌握了关键的材料以及生产设备，然后那这样的一种的方式呢，确实让日本在需要半导体的时候，它能够使用到半导体，它也不必花大钱去投资半导体的晶圆生产。可是到了2018年之后，日本、美国陆续发生半导体缺料的状况。对于一个以汽车产业为主的日本而言，没有半导体，它就没办法生产汽车。汽车产业在日本创造了550万个就业机会。那如果日本的汽车产业因为半导体的不够而往下滑的话，哇，这个会冲击到日本的经济。所以其实日本在2018年之后就快速去思考如何在短时间之内強化它的半導體供應鏈。
日本がやっと目覚めて半導体のもう一度ですね、半導体の復興と復権を取り戻したいという気持ちで。
Intention? No matter how strong it is just one thing. Capability is another, and probably more crucial element in this case. How is Japan going to solve these challenges on its path to semiconductor revival? We'll further investigate this question in the upcoming episodes of Semiconductor Geopolitics, Taiwan's View. If you like this video, please give us a like and hit that subscribe button. See you next time.